Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for 2025. We're in your first row. We are going to look at how you are entering into the year. You have this All That Glitters card and this Treasure Island card. The All That Glitters card says that all that glitters might not be gold. There are these two masks on this pile of gold here, and it says that maybe you need to look at something closer. The Treasure Island card is very good. The Treasure Island card is a card of as above, so below. It's like a card of manifesting your desires. I think you just have to be open to it right here. You have the Queen of Swords. It's like she is very clear on exactly what she wants, those 10 cups, and she's like open and willing to receive exactly what she wants. But I kind of get the feeling that you are opening up, like you're not fully open yet to whatever this 10 of cups is, but I kind of do feel that you are opening up, which is a good thing. And that's exactly what I would do, is I would just like stay open to what you want to receive. And I think that will lead to, everything that you want and desire. You have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Wands showing up in your first row. And so, the Queen of Swords is very clear on what she wants, Leo. And there has been a ton of clarity in this set of readings. I only have one more to do after you, and basically everyone has had a great deal of clarity showing up, which is a good thing. I think we could find that this year is less confusing. Still, might be a little confusing, but just less confusing than 2024. We could feel like we're getting more answers, or, like the things that we want are within reach. She's reaching out with this hand, and she's reaching out to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family. So it literally could be anything that makes you happy that you are opening up to. You have the Three of Swords. I do feel like some of you are entering into the year healing. We have Chiron in Aries, and you are a fire sign. So, that Chiron, even though it's not in your sign, it's still going to affect you more than everyone else because it's in Aries, and it's in a fire sign, which trines Leo. So I think a lot of you could be, and the whole point of me saying that is that Chiron is finally going direct on December 29th. So a lot of you, could feel that like healing energy going into the year, or you could feel like you are healing from something, which, of course is a good thing. If you're not healing, I would heal. You can choose to heal as well. The Three of Swords is all about removing those swords from your heart so that you can heal. And usually we do that with forgiveness with the Three of Swords. We don't have to forgive a person directly. We're just, forgiving someone in our heart or in our head or whatever and moving forward. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, I definitely feel that a lot of you, it's like there's some sort of forced change that you have gone through, Leo. I definitely have said this in like the December readings and stuff like that. So I definitely feel there's been, some sort of like forced change, or a change that felt like you had to force it in your life, and it pushed you outside of a comfort zone. And the Two of Wands is all about opening up to the world. Like he has the whole world in his hands, but he's standing at the top of his castle, which kind of represents a limited perspective. And then in your reading, we go 4 cups to the world. So the 4 cups is like the fear of disappointment, and the world would be an accomplishment. So I kind of feel that something that you feel would be a disappointment is not going to be a disappointment. It's almost like with the star here that you might have your eye on a goal, or you might be thinking about something that you wish to have in your life. And the 4 cups again would say that you are worried that you're not going to have it. But the world kind of says that you are going, if you move towards it with the Two of Wands, we have to get out into the world with the Two of Wands to get what we want. If you do that, you will have it. So there you go. Let's see. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Two of Swords. Again, I think you're getting the clarity that you need. You always get the Two of Swords with me, Leo. And the Two of Swords is about third place solutions. Like she's thinking this or that, but really, she needs to go to this island. Really what I'm getting here, Leo, is like, I feel like you have an idea of something that you want with the 10 of Cups. It could literally be forming a family with a person here, because we have the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. It could be a person. It could be it could just be something that makes you happy. And the Two of Swords is saying to me that you think it's going to go this way or that way, but really it's going to go a completely different way. So it's like, I don't even think like how something is going to turn out with that Two of Swords, something that you're dreaming of, or something that you're wishing for. With the Three of Swords, you have the Hangman. Again, Hangman is a totally new perspective. So, you could be getting a new perspective. I think a lot of you have been gaining new perspectives on your healing or on your healing journey. So, if you've been going through a healing or if you've been trying to heal, I think you could be gaining a new perspective on your healing or your healing journey, just in general. With the Two of Wands, you have the Strength card, which is you. So, this says that you've done a lot of work on yourself. The Strength card is all about kind of personal development because she is taming this lion. This lion has its tail between its legs here, and the lion is submitting to her. So the lion represents her inner voice or her inner critic, and she, again, is getting that lion to submit to her. So a lot of you have been working on yourself, and I kind of feel like you're getting the results for working on yourself with this lion card. Next, in the area of what you're leaving behind in 2024, you have the Seek Healing card and this Synchronicity card. So a lot of you could be healing in what we have left of 2024, and this would say that as we enter into 2025, that you are feeling healed, which is funny because you have that Three of Swords coming up in your first row, and I was talking all about healing. So, like I said, I think a lot of you could be feeling more healed. The Synchronicity card, I don't think you're leaving behind synchronicities. I think you're paying attention to synchronicity. I kind of get the feeling that Two of Swords is saying, she has a blindfold on, and sometimes the blindfold in the tarot represents needing to trust your intuition. And I kind of wonder if you have been, like, I'm not saying you've been doing this like in a bad way, but maybe you've been ignoring the synchronicities, if I can say that word today, or you've been ignoring the signs and the symbols. And I think this is saying you are no longer ignoring the signs and the symbols. You have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. This is showing up again in the area of what you're leaving behind in 2024. I don't think you're leaving behind happiness or anything like that with the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Cups exist above these people. It exists in this rainbow or in the clouds, in the sky. And I think a lot of you could be working to bring this down to earth. This could just be a dream. The cups cards can be very dreamy, or they can be about your imagination. They kind of are imagining those blessings above them here. And this is also a card of fortune after difficulty. So you could just be leaving behind difficulties or challenges in 2024, which of course would be a good thing. But, again, I think you're more taking something from your imagination and you're bringing it down to earth. With these two cards here. You have the Four Cups. Again, the Four Cups, he has been disappointed 3 times with what he has tried to manifest, and now he's receiving a new opportunity, but he's not really accepting it because he's been disappointed 3 times. He needs to, I look at this card as a card of ingredients. Imagine he's trying to manifest like a cake. He's got the flour, the sugar, the eggs, all in front of him here. He just needs to mix it all together. So, I don't know that you're really leaving it behind. I think you're just using this energy in a better way in 2024 or 2025, sorry. And I think you're mixing together, this is about mixing together the lessons you've learned and putting those lessons into practice so you can be much more successful. And, really that's what I feel off of this Four of Cups. You have the Three of Wands. I think, again, these first 2 rows, there's a lot of energy here of just looking at something like the Queen of Swords, looking at the Ten of Cups, the Two of Swords, she needs to look behind her, the Three of Wands, he's looking at these boats on the ocean. So there's clearly something that you're wishing for. Again, we go up here to the star, and the star can just be a wish, something that you're hopeful for, something that you have faith that you could manifest into your life. And the Three of Wands, he has to leave a comfort zone as well. He's been standing at the top of this hill, and he needs to get onto those boats and move towards what he wants. So, again, I think that a lot of you could be, it's not like you're leaving something behind. I think you're more just taking action on something that you've been looking at, which, of course, would be a good thing. But let's see what's going on here. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. Again, healing comes up a lot. Even the Ten of Cups can be healing. We can heal with the Ten of Cups by focusing on what makes us happy. So with these people on this card, they are choosing happiness. They're still standing in the real world. They have to deal with all the real world issues and problems and challenges, but they are choosing to celebrate, and they are choosing to focus on what makes them happy. So again, I think you need to either move towards happiness or create more happiness. With the Four of Cups, you have the Temperance card. Yes, mixing things together. You literally cannot make it up. I think that a very quick solution for you, Leo, would be to mix together all the lessons you've learned, because I think you need to realize that the lessons you've learned are all adding up to something. They're adding up to something better. And we see that with the World and the Star, and like the last row is very positive as well. So I think you need to realize that, mixing together all the lessons and not giving up on something that you're wishing for is kind of the secret here. With the Three of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, the Queen of Swords would be looking over to the Ten of Swords. Number one, the Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with in your life. But she could also be gaining clarity on how an ending was a blessing in disguise. The Ten of Swords can just represent a blessing in disguise. And you could be realizing how, something that didn't work out is a blessing. Next, in the area of what are the best energies for you to work with in 2025, you have the sun, which is you, Leo. It says the sun is coming to shine its light to keep what has been hidden. It's saying to shine its light to what's been kept hidden to reveal the truth. You also have this infinite possibilities card. It says you're on the right path. Favorable energies are guiding you at this time. So I think the best energies for you to work with are the sun. So pay attention to your attention, and also open up to possibilities. If an opportunity presents itself, see where it can lead you, see where it can take you, and you never know. And I think this whole entire reading is saying you never know what could happen, right? Especially with that Two of Swords. You have the World, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. So as far as an energy to work with, the World would represent, number one, manifesting the world that you want. She is creating a new world. In the major arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again. So a lot of you could literally be starting a new journey in your life to create a new environment around yourself, and I think that would be a great thing to do. I also think manifesting things into the world is what the World is talking about. Again, she is a sorceress. She has these two wands in her hands. One wand is like the magician's wand. The other wand is a wand of action, so she kind of uses both manifestation and she takes action to manifest. So I think using both of those energies would be great. You have the Star. We're definitely in a time to dream big. I think we have a few more years where we can really take advantage of Neptune and Pisces. Neptune leaves Pisces right at the beginning of 2026. But, again, even it's a pretty big planet. It's very slow moving. And when a planet leaves, we're not done working with the energy. The whole time it's in a sign, we are learning the energy. And then we have to implement those lessons into our lives. So, again, Neptune and Pisces is like the big impossible dream. We have Saturn there right now as well in Pisces, which is saying that if you put the work in, then you can have whatever you want. So I think it would be a great time for you to go for the impossible, to try to accomplish something really, really hard, or it doesn't even have to be hard. It could just be something that seems out of reach. And that's what I would do with the Star. I also think, of course, the Star is a card of hope, faith, renewal. So any healing that, we have a million healing cards here. So any healing that you can do would be a great idea. You have the Ten of Swords. As far as an energy to work with is concerned, the Ten of Swords is about letting something go. The Ten of Swords says something from the past is dead, done, over with. It could be your story. It could be, part of your story. It could be your life. It could be a past person, whatever. But I think this is about releasing your old story and realizing that something that didn't work out in the past was a blessing. He's making the symbol right here with his hand, and it's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making, and it just represents a blessing. So I think you need to realize that, something from the past was probably a blessing in disguise. With the World card, you have the Moon card. Working with the Moon would be trusting your intuition, but it will also be stepping into the unknown. You have literally every single card that could represent stepping into the unknown. Two of Swords, infinite possibilities, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. These are all cards of not knowing the outcome, but needing to go for something anyway. So, I really feel that you have to kind of go for it, step into the unknown. This is part of the Fool's journey. He has to get to these mountains, but he has no clue, because it's dark, and the full moon casts shadows, so he has no clue what's real or what's fake in life, but he has to move forward towards these mountains so that he can accomplish his goal. So I think there is an element of stepping into the unknown in this reading. With the Star, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about gratitude and luxuries, and so I think being grateful for the things that you have would be, practicing gratitude would be a great thing to do this year as far as an energy is concerned. I also think focusing on your skills would also be very helpful. She has this falcon right here, and the falcon represents the fact that she is training her focus. She has these grapes behind her, and the grapes in the tarot represent having a specific skill that is difficult for most people, but it's like something that you can do well. So I think using your skills is very important here. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords. Yes, every single reading I've done for you since the beginning of time has basically said that you need to set yourself free. So the Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. I kind of feel like you need to go get an answer. It's like Queen of Swords looking at that Ten of Cups. She's kind of like wondering, can I have this dream or not? And I think the Eight of Swords is saying, set yourself free and find out, and then you'll know, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this nothing is yet set in stone. You also have this card that says, what do you need to release? Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, Three of Swords. Definitely something you need to let go of. It's coming up in the good stuff, so that kind of says to me that you are going to release whatever this is. I also think that you need to set something in stone. We said that basically with the World card. The World card says you need to bring something into the world, especially with the Two of Wands, because he's holding the world. Like, he can have something, but he needs to bring it into the world. So you clearly are either creating something or you are building something in the world. It could be yourself, it could be a relationship, it could be a business, whatever it is, I would do it. You have the King of Cups, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. The King of Cups is about following your emotions. So he has very deep emotions. He's in the deep ocean, and he has explored his emotions to a deep level. So he's able to create or manifest or do whatever he wants because he is very emotionally secure. I also feel like you could be attracting a person like this. So if you want love, you could be attracting a King of Cups type person. Next, you have the Magician. The Magician would obviously represent manifestation. It does seem to be a really good year for manifesting your desires. I would practice manifestation and all that other good stuff. It's also a card of reinvention. He has a snake wrapped around his waist. The snake wrapped around his waist represents the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail, would represent reinvention. So you could be reinventing yourselves. He's also I always pull the card he's pointing to, which you have this take a breath card. So it might be time for you to take a break or take a breath and heal yourself, which we've been saying this entire time. You also have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups can represent a perfect match. So if you're looking for love, looks really good. This would usually be someone who's different than your usual type with the Two of Cups. So it could be someone who's a little bit different, but, I don't know. If it works, it works, right? So go for it. But, this could be a very strong connection. The Two of Cups can also be you and your higher self. And I think that, we see a lot of spiritual energy in this reading. So tapping into your higher self or listening to your higher self would also be good. With the King of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. This is like accomplishing a goal. It's like maybe this was a long journey as well. It's like if you're attracting a person, it's like maybe your love story has been very difficult. But, he's about to reach his home in the background here. And he is about to have a harvest. So he's been carrying a lot of burdens, but he's about to put those burdens down. And definitely showing up in the good stuff. I think a lot of you in 2025 could be releasing a lot of burdens, but you could also be, accomplishing something you want, because you've been through a lot. With the Magician, you have the Star again. Yes, definitely a big wish. The Star is your North Star, Leo. It is your guiding light. The Star is, kind of that one thing that you really want to make happen in your life. And I think with the Magician, it's like if you can dream it, you can have it. And I would definitely work towards the Star. With the Two of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles. I really like the Three of Pentacles for love because, it kind of represents a person who really wants to put in the work to build something. So you could really be attracting a good person who wants to build something great. The Three of Pentacles also says teamwork makes the dream work. So if you're working together with it, you could be working together on a team with this person. That could just be the relationship itself. Or maybe you are working with a person that you fall in love with or whatever. So definitely something to think about there, Leo. But the Three of Pentacles is also just quality work. I think, to me, the Star with the Three of Pentacles could be saying that there's a lot of recognition for the work that you do. So if you've been doing work and not being getting the recognition you deserve. You could be getting recognition. You have this control card. This card reminds me of the world card. I mean, it even looks like the world card. So you could be taking control of your reality with the world, which we kind of said, and you could be kind of really working on creating a reality or curating your reality, right? Next, you have this secrets card. This card is actually a good card. It encourages you to learn about things. It says, it basically says if there are things that you don't know that are kind of like a secret, then go out and do your research. If you're trying to accomplish something or if you're trying to get answers in your life, doing research or digging into mysteries would be a good idea. You have this negotiation card. I feel like this is saying like no settling. I don't really like this card just in general. It can be a good card for negotiation. So, if you're involved in a negotiation, it could be good. But I kind of feel like this is saying like no settling. I think you're meant for more. But, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think that you have to push it to get more out of life. You have to leave a comfort zone clearly, which has come up for you for all like 10 years of my channel. You have the 2 wands, the 3 wands says you have to expand. So this isn't going to magically happen. But, I think if you don't settle and you do new things, you'll be successful. You have this drama card. I would avoid drama at all costs. Mars retrograde in your sign, right, Leo? I mean, Mars retrograde is never a good time to like fight or battle or get into an argument or any of that stuff. So I would definitely avoid the drama. And finally, you have this escape card. This card always reminds me of like the Chariot. So, I mean, there even is a Chariot right here. So I kind of do feel that you could be removing yourself from limiting circumstances. Again, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords. You really could just, this reading could just be about expansion or you expanding. But this looks really, really good, Leo. I love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your year.